This is our meeting spot. It's the crew cafe down below that. Most days, I'd say this is the spot where you say like, hey, we're going out. Where do you want to meet? When are we going to meet? Java Cafe. See you there. So just waiting for Jeff. And then into the city we go. Oh, we're at a new terminal. Whoa.
We're Terminal A.
Yeah.
We've never been Terminal A before. Though.
What the heck?
We don't take the cabs here because they cost 25 euros just to get in town.
You get your steps in for the day. And
it's less than 2 miles.
Yeah. And if you're really tired on the way back, then you can grab a cab on the way back. But it'd be stupid to take it on the way in.
Our first Barcelona, I had the great idea of, I really wanted to run by the beach. I decided to take a cab to the beach to run on the beach and then take a cab back to the ship. And it ended up costing me like 50 euros. It was like the
just
dumbest.
To run.
Just to go on a run. Like I've never paid so much just to run.
Here's the ship, by the way. This is Allure of the Seas. They just renovated it, like I said, $100 million. Rumor is, though, that it ended up costing like $200 million. That's a lot of money. About halfway into the walk now. My watch says 18 minutes. It doesn't look far. Like, it's crazy to think we've only walked from there to here, but it takes so long. By the way, there's always so many people walking across the bridge with their bags, probably looking at it on a map and going, oh, that's so close. No problem. Let's walk it. Worst idea ever.
Show them the hill.
Just grab a cab. Just grab a cab. You would be happier at the start of your vacation, way less sweaty. You spent all this money for a cruise and you're trying to save $13 right now to just take you across the bridge.
I think he's pointing at the Allure of the Seas.
You're right.
Pretty close to it.
We've settled on a sandwich shop. I know it's not very Spanish of us to go to a sandwich place, but it looks incredible from the photos, and we're gonna give it a shot. There's like this really, really nice restaurant that we've been to in the past that we really like. It's like 60 bucks though, and the sandwich is like 10. So I think it's worth giving it a shot. Maybe it'll turn out to be the best sandwich we've ever had in our lives, and then we'll never want to go back to the fancy place ever again.
What's the name of the place?
Puff Sandwich.
Puff Sandwich Shop.
Yeah, and it looks so good.
Before I go in here, is there any affiliation with Puff Daddy, aka P. Diddy?
I don't think so.
Okay, cool. We're good.
From all of its reviews, I kind of thought there was going to be a crazy big line or something. I'm glad there isn't.
I want to choose everything. This one's specialty, so I'm like, yeah. But this one's recommended. But this one is the men's choice.
And we are men, after all.
I feel like I have to get this one.
Been looking forward to this all day. I'm starving. Ended up having a nice conversation with the owners of the restaurant. We're still having a conversation right now, but I left the conversation to eat. Is that rude? It's rude of me. Honestly, so good. It's honestly great. We're swapping sandwiches to confirm if they're actually as good as we both said that they are.
The old classics, sandwich swapperoo. Yours is better.
Really?
Yeah, I think yours is better.
Oh shit, okay. I'm gonna try yours. Oh, like a pastrami.
It's pastrami, yeah. It's kind of like a Reuben.
Still good.
No.
Well, you're right, mine's better.
It's true. It is better.
All right, that was great. I wasn't sure when we walked in. It was like the tiniest place and there was nobody there. And I thought I made a mistake. But turns out, so good, so good. And he's really nice. The guy who like runs the whole shop is the guy who's just there taking orders, and his wife makes the sandwiches.
I'm trying to be really intentional about like remembering their names because they were so nice.
Yeah, they were so nice, actually.
It was
Vladine?
I'm not exactly sure.
And Martina.
As long as we get somewhere close, I think they'll be impressed because for sure I'm going to go back to this place.
Yeah, it's just cheap enough.
And just delicious enough.
Yeah.
For me, it was the bread. You venture over to Europe, you realize pretty quickly that the States are lacking in the bread department. That's for sure.
Yeah.
We've got to be e-bikes, right? I think those are electric.
Yeah, electric police bikes. Good for chasing criminals. Okay, this is where we were going, to the supermarket. And yeah, let's just check around the corner just in case. Oh, wait, check it out.
Oh, it is open.
It was just the back door was closed. Our lucky day. When it comes to most items in Spain, I'd say like 90%, I have no idea what it is. It's just brands I've never heard of before, and that's fine. You just have to like look a little bit extra at stuff. But what is very American is their chip section. Nobody does potato chips like the USA, you know?
Can you help me find some trash bags?
Sure.
Gotta be here, right? This is like the section of things that would be nice to have on the ship, but we're absolutely not allowed to have. Candles, for obvious reasons. It'll plug in air fresheners.
That's kind of a new thing. They're not letting us have those anymore.
Against the rules. Fire hazard, apparently. I think you always want to go bigger than you think you have to go.
Last time we bought trash bags, we bought the most hilariously, I think they must have been 5 liters.
Bro.
Yeah, they couldn't hold 3 cans of Coke in them. I don't think we went out and bought new ones. We just said like, well, this is what we bought, so we're going to use it.
This is my grocery store haul for the ship. Just some things for the ship. Multi-surface cleaner. We have some English breakfast tea. Coconut shampoo, Head and Shoulders.
Today's an exciting day too because not only is it my day off, but we have Jeremiah coming on board for the entire week. So not only is it my day off, but I'm going to spend today trying to feel as much like a guest on a ship as I can, just because he'll be here and I want to keep him entertained. So the way we're bringing Jeremiah on the ship is through like a standby list, and you truly just have to take a huge gamble, fly all the way out to Spain in hopes that they let you on the ship, and that's what he's done. Flew halfway across the planet to potentially get turned away, and it's the number one thing that's on our mind right now is Jeremiah going to get on the ship, and we're gonna find out in 5 minutes or so. Can't wait to let you know. So the whole process is kind of nerve-wracking because you have to go until the very last moment not knowing if you're making it on the ship or not. So yeah, truly, here we are in the port, in line, with paperwork, with everything set to go like that we can do, and then they can just be like, sorry, we're full.
That's maybe why I'm sweaty.
Yeah.
Is because I was so excited, and it's such a whirlwind, you know?
Yeah.
Such an emotional journey.
That's the only reason he's sweaty right now. Not because he's wearing a full,
Christmas sweater.
Pants and sweater, and basically, summer
It was
in Spain.
it was raining this morning, to be fair.
We're now just waiting in line to have his official ship card and paperwork, and then we're going on the ship, and I'm gonna live it up. I'm gonna live on this cruise ship like a guest too. Where are we going first, Jeremiah? What are we doing?
Sea days. 2 sea days, right?
The buffet. That's where we're going. So Jeremiah heads up the escalator, which takes into like a big walkway with a bunch of guests. Crew members, on the other hand, we end up on a place like this. It's just the side of the ship, and we board through there. That little spot, while the guests are gonna board up top. Let me zoom in so you can see. Guest board up there on that walkway, and we are down here on floor level.
Welcome to my room, Brian James.
Oh yeah. Full couch?
Full couch.
A TV that's on like, turn it? Wow, that turned faster than I thought. Golly, a big old window. Kind of smells like someone's smoking in here.
Yep. Check out the
I'm
bathroom.
gonna check out the bathroom. I like this. This is just spacious enough.
Yeah, it's good.
Okay, we gotta do muster drill, and then let's go watch Sail Away, and then let's go to dinner. We're spending the moments before dinner up at the basketball court. So I have a really strong feeling that dinner is gonna be delayed. We were gonna go at 7:30. It is 7:24, and there's no way we're gonna just go straight to the main dining room like this. So while they play some basketball, let me show you this top deck. This is deck 15. Part of it is a Mexican restaurant. It's like tacos and burritos, nachos. Another section of deck 15 is like this overlook on the rest of the ship. So this is the boardwalk, and the boardwalk way down there is where you have the Aqua Theater, and the Aqua Theater is where you have the big Aqua 80 show, which is really cool. Oh no. We're going to that tonight. Another really unique thing about this portion of the ship, which anybody that sailed on these ships knows about it. It's nothing new, but all of these are staterooms. These are interior facing balconies. They're a lot more affordable than outside facing, because everybody wants to like look at the ocean and see dolphins and stuff like that. Basketball court's right over here. Switch over and you've got a little mini golf course on deck 16. This is technically up a deck. You've got flow riders, the Abyss, which is a really big slide that goes from deck 16 all the way to deck 6. So when these ships came out in 2010 or so, 2009, 2008, I don't know, I was so certain that this was the coolest ship on the planet, and I had to be on it. I had to take a vacation on it, and it was always just a little bit out of my budget. I could only afford really cheap Carnival cruises out of Long Beach. That was the absolute maximum that I could spend on a ship, which was like $200 for 4 nights. So it's kind of crazy to think like the ship that I always wanted to sail on, I never got a chance to sail on it, but I did get a chance to work on the ship instead. And now even more so, it's like home to me. I know it very well. Hi Laura, how are you? It's our first time at main dining. The nice thing about main dining is it's the same on every single ship. So whether you're on the newest or the oldest, you're still gonna get the same food. That's pretty good. We never do this for some reason, but we are technically allowed to. We're going for the full experience, like appetizers and desserts and stuff like that. Jeremiah, who's behind the camera right now,
Hello.
is going pure steak. He ordered 2 to start. How many do you think you're gonna get?
10 would be kind of cool if that was even possible. I don't know if they'll let us or if we'll run out of time.
Jeremiah told him he's specifically on a protein diet and that he doesn't want anything else on the plate except for steak. So that'll be the first test to see if they actually take the other items off the plate or
Yes.
if they garnish it like normal.
This is number 5 and 6 is right here. There wasn't another plate to get rid of the unmentionables. The meat's getting a little tougher.
Well, I'm glad we got to experience that. That was really fun. We're gonna go to the Aqua show now. It starts in about 25 minutes. So, do you think you're gonna be okay? The Aqua show's in the boardwalk. That's deck 6. It's the very back of the ship. I have to take all the audio out because if there's audio, it'll get flagged. If it gets flagged, then I have to take the video down. You know the drill. But I love this show. Aqua 80 is the best show that Royal Caribbean has. And this is the sequel to it, Aqua 82. There was a show stop like 20 minutes in, which was a pretty big bummer. It's been a really cool show so far, but it just shut down. No entertainer wants to have to run off the stage and then run back in and try and bring the energy back. It's like not a very fun experience, but all of us were in really good spirits. The crowd was like trying to do the wave. I didn't see anybody leave the theater. Pretty much everybody stuck around. When the show started up again, they went right back into it, like super high energy, but it wasn't more than like 7 minutes later that there was another show stop, and this was a long show stop. Oh, no.
We are currently experiencing technical difficulties.
Some people left, but the folks that decided to stick around, it was about 15 minutes. They had a killer show, because it's a killer show. So it was definitely worth the wait. Jeremiah ended up staying on the ship for 2 weeks. And I'm fast forwarding now to the very end of his cruise to see how he felt about all of it. How much fun did you have?
I had an amazing time. By the second week, I'm like, this is kind of a lot. You're almost like
tired from how good it is.
If this cruise could have been a week,
10 days.
10 days. Okay.
I think a 10-day cruise with the homies would probably be more than anyone could handle.